Boom. What up, my guys? Over to another show, man. NBA Talk with Jay, man. Monday, you see what I'm saying? December 2nd. We got our guy, Michael in the middle, Fiddle. Not Malcolm in the middle, but Michael in the middle, man. My guy was just asking me, it's like, man, you know, you play that from your phone, and I know there's other ways of doing it and stuff, but it's like, I just do what I do, man. I know that you guys only really care about the picks on the show. So I know that graphics could be better. I know that I could have all type of stuff on the screen, all this other BS. None of that matters. As long as we come on here and give the bangers and people making some money, that's literally the only thing that matters, man. So shout out to all the real ones. I know the show is simple, but like sometimes it's just better to keep it simple, stupid, and try to get this money. Fiddle, what's up with you, my brother?
I'm doing well. We just saw every single player on the Boston Celtics pretty much just go to questionable, so it'll be interesting to talk about that game. But I'm doing pretty well. Can I give out one thing before we start with today's 4 games?
Whatever you want, my brother.
What if I told you it was a minus 350? How much are the comments going to scream at me? The Orlando Magic are minus 350 to qualify for the NBA Cup quarterfinals on BetMGM. It is so clearly fucking mispriced. It is an absolute slam spot. The only way that the Orlando Magic don't qualify for that is my grandpa. The only reason that the Orlando Magic don't qualify for that tomorrow is if they lose to the Knicks by 30 plus points. So they're +6 in the game. If you wanted to alt spread that out and get Orlando Magic +30, oh my God, so many calls. If we were going to get Orlando Magic +30, it would be a minus 700, minus 1,000 line. So this is a no-brainer. I know people don't like betting heavy juice, but the minus 350 that will process tomorrow night it's unbelievably profitable, plus EV, valuable, whatever. I couldn't recommend it more.
Can you parlay that with something else? Do you know?
I will check right now, but I probably not.
At the very least, they should let you parlay it with someone else, like, you know what I'm saying, like another group play bet or something. I don't know if they'll let you parlay it with a full game money line. I'd have a play that I'd like to parlay that with today. It's only 4 games on the card though, man. But yeah, we can really get into it. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me go to the chat real quick, man. Grandpa calling because he heard minus 350. Let me see. B Daddy Marcus. Salute. Shout out to Grandpa, man. NBA spreadsheet pick of the day for my guy Ron Crawford. He likes Heat plus the 10 there. I can't talk you off, man. Somebody tell me I say 10 real funny, man. So Nuggets definitely so, man. Fuck that team. Fuck that team, man. I want to say some other stuff, but I'm just gonna keep it in my head. But they definitely Jokic sold. Yes, bro. These motherfuckers are low-key trash, man. What's up, Tasha? I see you. What's up, Anton? What's up, West Nile? Everybody in the chat. Shove says Us Against The Bookies. That's a fact. Pelicans first half plus 6.5. No pillies for me. Well, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. You trying to see if they can, man, I can't see these fucking glasses on. Like dude off Django. I can't see fucking shit. Let's get to some money, man. Let's go over here to Boston. Fiddle. Celtics land 7 at the house versus the Heat. It's up to 8 now, man. I didn't really have much on this game, honestly. Celtics come out. I mean, we did fade them nicely yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We had the Cavs yesterday, and they was down 12. Man, I ended up going to the spot, man. As soon as I get in there, before you know it, it's a 2-point game. It's time. I'm like, oh boy, I'm staying here until the game over. And then before you know it, they end up taking lead. So that was real nice because I thought they were about to piss away. Really need the Cavs yesterday. But regardless to that, Fiddle, Celtics coming off a loss. We know that they don't like losing games, but they are to this point in the season, and you could tell by the injury report that these games aren't important to the Celtics, and they don't really give a damn about covering spreads, hitting for your parlays, none of that shit. So they do have revenge versus the Heat. They did lose earlier this year versus the Miami Heat, but I don't know. What do you think about this game, Fiddle? Did you have a bet for this game already, my brother?
No, I wrote it up for action last night saying that the injury report was so one-sided that like grabbing Heat plus 10 was the only direction that I would possibly look. And then literally 13 minutes ago, Tatum, questionable knee injury. Jaylen Brown, questionable sickness. Derek White, questionable foot injury. And then Porzingis out, Drew Holiday out, Horford out. So like the top 6 players for the Celtics are either questionable or out, and they're still laying 8 at home in the second night of a back-to-back. When you travel too, so it's like they were in Cleveland yesterday. Now they have to travel. I know it's a home game, but it's a home game with travel.
I'm tripping.
I can't get myself to back the Celtics at all. I'd be looking towards the Heat. If anything, obviously we've gotten the line moved since the injury news is broken. So it's not like we got to end the news at this point. The only thing that I'd say, Jay, is like, do we look towards the over at where is it? 218 is the best number on the board, because sometimes when like Jimmy Butler misses on the Heat side and he's going to be out as well.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be out. Yeah.
The Heat just 3-point volume increases. The defense gets worse. Like the pace increases. So Jimmy Butler is a clear under player, even though he's a 20-point scorer. So it's like when he's out, the Heat scores balloon. And I just don't know how impacted the Celtics are, because they're going to be bringing in Hauser. They're going to be bringing in Pritchard. And so a bunch of guys I can still absolutely shoot the rock. That I kind of like the over, but I haven't played it yet because it's still going down.
Sure.
So I'll just watch it go down as far as I can.
Yeah, I misspoke there. I don't like to give out bad info. This is not a revenge spot for, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. It's somebody else, bro. I'm like, who the hell is going on? All right, so the Celtics have beaten the Heat. They're 3-0 last 3 versus the Heat. They're 7-1 last 8 versus the Heat, and 8-2 last 10 versus the Heat. Now against the spread, though, last 3 Celtics 3-0 against the spread, but only 5-5 against the spread in their last 10 versus the Heat. So Heat have played them really nice. This is not a 5th game in 7 nights, Burns. Come on, man. Y'all, some of y'all be on that gas, man. Like y'all got that real gas over there. It's not 5th game in 7 nights for the Celtics. It's a back-to-back. It's a 3rd game in 4 nights, but they had, before the Bulls game, they literally had 3 days off. There's no way this is 5th game in 7. That's why I'm like, damn, I had to look at it.
For the Heat.
Okay. I thought he said for the Celtics, though. That's what he said. But let's see, the Heat.
No, the Heat.
So that's what it. Yeah. He said it's for the Celtics, but you're right. It's for the Heat. 5th game in 7 nights for the Heat. Yeah, it is. That's in fact 5th game in 7, and I'm not betting on the team in 5th game in 7 nights. So it's that simple. Obviously, now see if Tatum is out. Tatum's playing like an MVP as well. People don't want to hear it. Tatum's playing like MVP, but if he's out and Brown's in, Brown could go crazy. I think Tatum's showing, and he's been playing a lot better than Brown this year, like through and through, everything, points, rebounds, assists, everything. He's been doing better. So if you get Brown in there with no Tatum, if Brown is in, Tatum's out, Derek White's out, and obviously Drew Holiday already out, Porzingis, he could be the play. I don't have a play on this game. I think I did this last Monday. Fiddle was on the show, and I had a play, which was a Knicks. I ended up adding some other shit. Everything else lost. The main play that I had hit, and all the other shit that I ended up adding lost. So I'm not adding shit today. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I lean Heat. This is what I need. Tatum to be out, and I need Derek White to be out, and then Jaylen Brown come in. I wouldn't really care. And then I would possibly take Heat. They are coming off a loss versus the Raptors. They were probably looking ahead to this game as well. Heat or nothing. We know that they're going to be without Jimmy, Fiddle. Tyler Hero's been going bonkers. Bro, what has he been smoking? What has Tyler Hero been smoking? Something's going on with him. He's balling. Fiddle, have you been seeing him?
Yeah, I mean, they played the Bucks the other day, and it was Hero versus Dame, kind of the who should have traded for who a year ago. Yeah. There was also an awesome video of like 9-year-old or like 10-year-old Tyler Hero that emerged. Yeah. And he was like shooting hoops on his driveway, and the man didn't miss. So he's got an absolute sniper. So he's been hitting them. Good for you,
man. Shout out to Tyler Hero, man. At some point, he used to be like super injury prone or playing inconsistent. Well, this year he's consistently whooping people's butt. That's for sure. I'm talking about Cuz balling out there. Shout out to Hero out there, man. I really like the way he's playing. I like when these players go into all season, actually practice on their game, actually pay millions, Fiddle, and actually practice basketball and come back playing a lot better. Oh, what do you know? All right. Enough. Let's go to Atlanta here. Hawks laying 10. Hawks playing really well, Fiddle. Like the Hawks are low key. They beat the Celtics. No, they beat the Cavs back to back, bro. They deserve some respect right now. Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson. They got Bogdanovich back coming off the bench. Okongwu, Trae Young is balling. the Hawks are fucking balling. I don't know about laying 10. So first things first, Fiddle. I'm not fucking with the Pelicans right now. But I just wanted to give the Hawks some credit. They've been playing well. People like to talk shit about them with 3 straight wins. You know what I'm saying? So what do we do with them here? Do you have a play on this game?
I like the under. Pelicans can't score. They haven't eclipsed 110. Take how many guesses how many games it's been since the Pelicans scored over 110 points?
Over 110. So, they scored 110.
They
scored 110 versus the Pacers. But before the end, I don't know when.
It's been 13 games.
Yeah.
This team
scored 111.
I called them the Shelikins when they were injured. Now I call them the Pelicans because they can't fucking put the ball in the basket. So I like the under here, especially because you mentioned the Hawk side. Like Dyson Daniels, Risa Shea, DeAndre Hunter, and then you got Okongwu and Clint Capella down low. Like you got switchable, versatile defenders around Trae Young. This team's playing good fucking defense. So been very impressed with the Hawks, and I would ride the under in that game. Best line available is 230 at Bet Rivers, but comfortable with the 229.5s that are pretty much out there as well.
Paul he said he for that trend to begin to continue. He likes Pelicans team total under 109.5. What do you think about that?
I don't mind it at all. I generally look to individual team totals when I'm not like fading the scoring of a big dog, right? So like the Pelicans are 10-point underdogs in this game. So they're getting like a vast reduction from what halfway point is in the total. So if 230 is the total, and you would, if it was like an even game, you would expect 115s on each side for team totals. But the Pelicans are such a big underdog that you get 5.5 points off their line. It's tough to bet into that. In this case, I'd rather bet the full game under 230. Okay. But I don't mind it.
Yeah. I just feel like it was going perfect sense with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? If they hadn't scored
perfectly 110.
Yep. I'm not messing with this game. I'm not adding anything. Somebody had Pelicans first half. This is the thing, man. So you do have some revenge angles here if you like props. Now, we don't even know if DeJounte Murray's going to play. Remember, he's coming back from an injury, right? And he's been on somewhat of a minutes. I mean, I know he played 30 minutes yesterday. This is a back-to-back, though. So, like, does DeJounte Murray even play? Can't be surprised if they end up sitting him out. If he's already on a minute. When players are coming back off of an injury, and I don't even remember what he injured. What was it, wrist or something?
Yeah, it was his hand. He fractured his hand.
Okay. So he could possibly still play here, but I think it's some with legs, knees, something like that. He wouldn't be playing for sure. But some with a hand, he could possibly play a back-to-back, but still don't be surprised if he doesn't play, especially with them not even looking well. I mean, the game was over yesterday in the first 5 minutes of the game. I mean, I know that there was the Knicks coming back down.
Points they scored in the first half yesterday?
Bro.
28. The Pelicans scored 28 points in an entire half. Damn, against the Knicks, whose defense hasn't been that great.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say about the Pelicans. I mean, still shout out to CJ for that shot versus the Grizzlies. Still shout out to CJ. But if Murray plays, you have him going back to Atlanta. You have Dyson Daniels facing his old team. That's who, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much trade you. Larry Nance Jr., but I mean, shit, you might not be able to find props on his ass. But I mean, Pelicans are just literally in a tailspin, man. They have covered 5. They are 5-5 ATS last 10. I'm not there where I want to lay double digits with the Hawks. I'm just really perplexed on what's going on with the Pelicans. I think 10 is too many. I'd like to take Pelicans here. They're showing that they don't really have much fight with them, though. You see what I'm saying? So I may go check out the post-game interviews, see what they're saying. Possibly could have been looking ahead to this game, but I don't know, man. I'm not messing with this game, man. I'd lean Pelicans, but I'm not betting it. I'm telling you straight up. But somebody in the chat earlier said Pelicans first half, and I mean I could see that shit happening. Pelicans first half plus 6.5. I could see it possibly happening, but I'm off this game, man. You never know which. The last thing I'll say, Fiddle, you never know which Hawks team you're gonna get. Are you gonna get the one that beat the Cavs twice in a row? Or are you gonna get the one that almost lost to the Hornets without LaMelo Ball? You know what I mean? So, or the one that lost by 14 to the Chicago Bulls as 2-point favorites. Which Hawks team are you going to get? You never know.
That's healthy and fucking playing well again. Finally,
I'm not fucking with either one of these teams.
I'm going to look up their win total because I'd be pretty interested in where the win total sits at the Hawks now because they're actually starting to get good.
Yeah, no, definitely I get a CJ jersey for sure, but. Yeah, that's about it. My guy said I sound like country rain, man. I know I'm a little country, man, but shit, I talk how I talk. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not messing with this game, man. Let's go over here to my game, man. Let's go. We howling with the Wolves today, Fiddle. I like the Wolves here, man. I didn't know this line would get this high. This line was at 4.5 at DraftKings yesterday. I did not know this line would get this high. If that was the case, I would have did a show yesterday. So I'm saying the line was at still 6.5, and I went to sleep last night. Woke up 7.5, 8s, man. Is somebody out for the Lakers or something? But regards to that, no injuries on the cap, Fiddle. Like the Wolves here, man, at the crib. They got revenge. Remember, they lost their first game of the season versus the Lakers. This is a true revenge spot. Everybody was on the Wolves there. And I was like, I like the Lakers in this spot. They have more continuity, all that good stuff. They were at the house. We've seen the Lakers play a lot better at the house this year. They're 7-3 at the house, but 5-5 on the road. They're coming off of a back-to-back third game and 4. Oh shit! This is 5th and 7. This is a 5th and 7 for the Lakers here, Fiddle. I don't like this spot here. They were in Phoenix, San Antonio, come back home versus OKC. Then you go to Utah. You're on a back-to-back from altitude as well. Then you got to go to Minnesota. You're losing, I believe, a couple of hours. I believe the Jazz is Pacific, but regardless, you're losing at least an hour. Fiddle, I like the Wolves here, and I'd probably even still take this number. I think it's a double-digit win by the Wolves in this one. I know that they haven't been covering spreads, only 2-8 against the spread last 10. This is a spot play for me. I bet personally Wolves minus the 5 and some minus the 6, but I like Wolves here, Fiddle. And if I could, I'd parlay it with that Magic play to make the semifinals too.
Yeah, I definitely like Wolves here. I took them at 5.5, thank God, because 6 is an important key number in the NBA. I didn't think it would get this high either. So seeing like 8s and 8.5s is pretty wild to me. But again, that Lakers 5th and 7 games, why are they doing that? Like, they got to stop scheduling 5 games in 7 days for NBA.
Please keep doing it.
Well, yeah.
Hey, please keep doing it. They used to have them doing – they used to have 4th game in 5 nights. They stopped doing that. That was criminal right there. 4 games in 5 nights. You can't be doing that shit. That's bad. But 5th and 7 is not much better, especially when you got 4 road games in there. Yeah. But there was that 4th and 5 that was absolutely brutal. But please bring it back.
The Lakers have not been playing well. Like, LeBron looked a little bit older and slower the last few games. They're going to seem to be missing D'Lo, Reeves. Like, does AD
probably come back
on the injury report? So I do think there's going to be some injuries that come down on the Lakers side as well. We're also seeing the total absolutely plummet. It was 225.5 last night. And what is that down to now? 219 across the board. This shit's crazy. I still like Wolves and the under, but at those numbers, I would play it slightly less.
I do lean to this first quarter as well, man. Let me see what this first quarter is at, because I was thinking about this yesterday. I said I think they start this shit off early and often, bro. You see what I'm saying? That's just what I was thinking yesterday. I said I think the Wolves about to come out here first quarter, try and get a lead on them. They've been at the house, you know what I'm saying? They hadn't had to travel anywhere. They're licking their chops, chomping at the vent, trying to smack somebody up so they can get their swagger back. I think Anthony Edwards goes bonkers tonight, man. First quarter minus 2.5. I'm thinking about that. I probably could have got 1.5 yesterday. I think the Wolves start out here fast in this first quarter, and I think they try to put it on the Lakers today, man. No homo, you see what I'm saying? But I think Wolves, if I was to add one play, it would be Wolves first quarter minus 2.5. I think that's good money right there, Fiddle. I think they start this one off early and often. But I do think that Reeves, I ain't worried about D'Lo, because he in the doghouse anyway with the coach. So D'Lo's getting – I'd be saying this, but then motherfucker be on a team next year. But they want to trade D'Lo really soon. But I do expect Reeves to probably come back. They felt like they could beat the Jazz last night without some guys, Fiddle. So that's what that's about. So this line could go down, but I'm on Wolves full game already. Sent 4.5 out to the members yesterday. I didn't think this shit would get up this high, but I still think the Wolves win this game by double digit. And I think that first quarter is good money. I think they start this one off with a bang, Fiddle. I like Wolves first quarter minus 2.5. Last game, your spot. Bulls land 7.5 versus the Nets. What are we doing here, my guy?
I like the Bulls here. The Nets yesterday in their game, they were home against the Orlando Magic. And so now they go on the road for the second night of a back-to-back, in which Cam Johnson, we know Cam Thomas is out. We know Finney Smith was out. We know Noah Clowney was out. Cam Johnson gets hurt in the fourth quarter and seems to like roll his ankle again. He's been dealing with ankle stuff. Ben Simmons has a left knee contusion. He doesn't return. Who was the other guy? Zaire Williams was also out for the game, dealing with, like, I think a hip injury that caused him to leave the game and not return. So you just have, like, I know the Nets have been competitive this season, and I know their coach is really good, young guy, Jordy Fernandez, but, like, this team is now so talent depleted that I think they're just going to get run out. So I actually still like the under, which you can get under 233.5 in a couple places. I just think that the Nets are going to struggle to score. So I like Bulls against the spread, and I like the under.
Man, under in a Bulls game, Fiddle. Good Lord.
Scary stuff. Under in a Nets game is a beautiful spot generally.
If anything, I'd take, oh Lord, man, even Nets team total under, man. It's just Bulls. I remember taking the under with them before. I think I took Hawks team total under. It was a horrible spot for the Hawks. Also, in those 5th game and 7 night spots, I do think it's some merit. I do think there's substance to taking those team total under because they expect them to run out of gas. Man, I remember Hawks versus Bulls playing. Hawks, like, team total under like 122.5. They had like 100 points. They had 101 points at the third quarter, bro. I'm like, oh man, I'm pissed. And then the Hawks ran out of gas and only scored like 16 or 18 points in the fourth quarter and ended up barely cashing that shit, man. But it was scary as hell. I just like, bro, the Bulls just give up points in bunches. But Nets team total under, like, I mean, I talked about this a few days ago. Without Cam Thomas, it's just a downhill. It's all downhill from there. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then you telling me all the rest of these guys, people don't like Ben Simmons. He sets up a lot of their offense. He does, man. So without Cam Thomas, without Ben Simmons, they're two of your most important offensive players outside of Schroeder. Cam Johnson's been doing really well from 3 this year. You don't have him. This is tough out here, man. Like, they already been playing over their head, Fiddle. I didn't have much to do with this game, but I couldn't talk you off of Bulls money line parlay.
Spreads -110s.
-110s. No, man.
Avoid the parlays on juiced money lines. I actually just wrote up.
If it's a 2-teamer, I usually, if I'm getting plus money, I'll do it, bro. I won't tell other people to do it, but I'll do it myself.
I'll look it up, but I just wrote an article that explains parlay math. So if people are wondering what is actually the math behind some of these parlays, I wrote up a detailed article that explains, average hit rates, average ROIs on some of these bets. I'll pull it up right now. So that the Wolves Bulls parlay would still be -144, I'm seeing. And you're paying -144 where you need to get the exact one right outcome combination of 4 possible outcomes of those games. So that's tough. That's a tough situation to buy into. Correct odds, if you were playing the spreads on that, would be 3-1, but you'd be getting 6. It's a ripoff.
Yeah, it is a ripoff, but I still like that money line parlay. It only matters to me, Fiddle, is when they lose. I heard one time, old school used to tell me, he said, juice is for losers. You ain't think about that juice when your ass lose. When you winning, you're not worried about that juice. But no, in all honesty, don't bet parlays, guys. It's something that I do personally because, I mean, I can do whatever the hell I want. But you guys know I never come on here and have an official parlay. Like, never. You see what I'm saying? So they saying Cam Johnson is in, Butler's out. I don't care about those other games, man. I'm not lying. It's 4 games today. There's a lot better games tomorrow. I'm be at the house all day today. Well, I got to go to the furniture store, but I'll be around the house. I might do a light show tonight. There's like games. I do have to find out some scenarios though. But if you can nail these scenarios for these fucking games tomorrow, Fiddle, we getting paid. We getting paid a bag. You feel me? Some great games tomorrow. The line's already out too at DraftKings. What are y'all doing? You're playing. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and see shit moving. What are you doing?
The lines that are already up on DraftKings are going to be so exploitable in about 10 hours from now, because as soon as the other books start opening them, just pick off the discrepancies, and you pretty much know that DraftKings is going to be the one that's off, like that's going to be incorrect based on the market, because every other book is pulling them down and then reposting them based on the most updated information. DraftKings leaving up these odds is just like, it's fucking fish food when the lines start opening elsewhere, you could just say, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, and you get closing line value on a bunch of them. And Jay, I'll go one step further. I did in that article write, there are a few good times to do parlays, and there are times where you sometimes the parlay can be a wise bet type, right? It's not always the best bet type, but sometimes it could actually be smart. The smartest time to do that is when you're betting opening lines and you're going to clearly obtain closing line value. So that absolutely takes in effect tonight when you could see if there's going to be 3 market discrepancies or 2 market discrepancies between when FanDuel reopens these lines and DraftKings, and you're going to get closing line value. That's actually an edge. If you actually obtain enough line movement before the game and you parlay those tickets, that's a legitimate good thing. I see you sharing the comment that says send that link, Fiddle. I will post. It's been
post on your page.
Yeah, you can find the link in my bio to my newsletter on my Twitter, which is @Fiddle's Picks right here.
Yeah, go follow him right now.
And it's literally the most recent article in my newsletter. So go check that out.
Gotcha. Yeah, go check that out, man. For the people, because people like to bet parlays. We tell them all the time, don't bet this shit. Don't bet parlays. They're going to bet parlays. It doesn't matter. I've been there before where I didn't have that much money. I got my paycheck. I'm trying to get another paycheck off $20, off $40. You see what I'm saying? I've been there. So, but just know, my first 5, real quick story. I've been betting for about 13 years now. My first 5 years, I didn't know what a straight bet was. I did because when I was in Dallas, I'm at the parlay house. I'm just thinking, I need to parlay. I need to do a $20 parlay to make $140. You know what I mean? First 5 years, made so many donations. I lost my ass time and time again, literally getting paychecks. And then I'm broke for the whole 2 weeks. Where I still had jewelry then. I might take some jewelry to the pawn shop, you know what I'm saying? And then get it out within 15 days so I don't have to pay any interest. But I'm telling you, betting parlays, there's no, it's like being a drug dealer or something. There's no, what am I trying to say, Fiddle? There's no retirement plan with that. There's no ceiling to that. You're not going to get anywhere doing that shit. I'm just trying to help you. 5 years, I'm losing time after time betting parlays. When I stopped doing it, that's when I started. That's when y'all see the chains start to get bigger. More chains on my neck.
And if you are betting parlays and that stuff, your long run going to get ripped off, and you're also just going to start seeing on Twitter, on YouTube, on Insta, all these gambling social media sites that have started generating a lot of gambling content. You get some great people like Jay Money out there giving straight bets, but you have so much parlay gratification of look at this aggregated anytime touchdown parlay, 8 legs that pulled off $5 to win 15,000, and it's 1 leg away from hitting. Seeing those things makes you think, oh, I could do this. Look at those players. Those players seemed obvious touchdown scores today. Or, oh, you just have to pick the right money line in every single game on the NFL card, and you could turn $100 to $17,000. It's hey, true odds for that pays you over $25,000. So you're accepting an 8-leg parlay on a standard bet has an ROI of negative 31.1%. Good luck. Good luck beating the math. You can't beat the math of that and win. You can get lucky. You can get lucky.
Math be mathing. Let's get out of here, Philip. For me today, guys, I want to give out Wolves minus the 8, but if it land on 6-7, guys, did not be pissed at me. You see what I'm saying? If you bet it now, just understand that there's 3 worst points. You see them 3 points worse of the line. So I always keep it honest with y'all, man. If you'd rather just stay off today's game, I couldn't talk y'all. I still think Wolves win by double digits, but it's just when it opened at 4.5 and it's sitting at 8, and there's plenty of runs, so full possession there for the land in the middle. It's hard for me to give that out. That's my top spot of the day. I do like the Wolves. I am howling about it. I was raised by Wolves. You feel what I'm saying? But I do think an alternate way is to take the Wolves in the first quarter minus 2.5. It speaks to me. I think that they have to start this game off quick, man. They have to start this game off quick. So Wolves in the first quarter minus 2.5 would probably be my alternate. But I do like Wolves full game. Lakers should run out of gas. Wolves should figure things out, tighten up on the defense. They match up well with the Lakers. Even when they didn't have continuity, they still stuck with the Lakers. They just weren't able to win that game, Phil. So Well, heavy lean to Wolves -8. I still think they win by double digits, and I do think Wolves -2.5 first quarter is the top spot. And I lean to the Bulls and Nets team total under with my guy Fiddle. Oh Lord, I kind of lean Pelicans first half, man, but I'm not fucking with that shit. And I lean towards the Heat as well. I do lean to the Heat, man. What's up with you, Fiddle? What we like it?
Yeah, I would say that bull spot, you say raised by Wolves. Let's hope tonight is a bull market if we're continuing these animal puns. Bull markets run good. That means you're making money. So if the Bulls win tonight, they're the clear market side for the game, going from 5.5 to 7.5. Again, Jay mentions like, hey, you just crossed through some key numbers. That's a little dangerous zone to still play into a -7.5. But I do think this team wins by double digits. I feel the exact same way that he does on the Bull side. I also like the under 233.5. We're watching that fall, so that would be a spot that I like as well.
I like it. I'm not going to talk you off, man. It's 4 games. So, I mean, if you guys like player props, it's really great spots to dig in. But I just want to let you know, if you have DraftKings, the lines are up for tomorrow. Don't get caught slipping. We're to that point now where these lines are coming out early, guys. So if you're not betting anything today, you got to get a head start on tomorrow's games, man. You got to understand, people that's really trying to make money with this, they take it serious. They're not waiting to the day of the game. If lines are out, you should already be doing your homework. It's like a test. So go study for the test, man. Let's try to make some money. We appreciate y'all. We try to give y'all a free game on here. We hope y'all appreciate it. Hit that fucking like button, man. What are y'all doing? It's a thumbs. It's one click. Come on, hit that like button. We need 500 likes on the show, man, or I'm not doing. We need 600 likes on the show, or I'm not doing a night show tonight now. Did you hear that, MF? Do it. Hit the fucking like button. Nah, let's get this cash though, man. Really great game tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing some homework, trying to figure out scenarios. If we find a banger spot, I will let you know. That's why y'all fucks with me, man. Let's get out of here. Shout out to my guy Ronald as well. I'm gonna hit you up after the show, Ronald. But shout out to Fiddle. Go download the Action Network app right now if you hadn't done it. That's a really great app. I use that shit every day. I'm on that site all day, every day. But Fiddle, go check him out as well. Go follow him on Twitter, man. We out. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all like the us trying to help you guys out, giving you guys our tips, all that type of stuff, man. Hope y'all have a great day. Drink water, exercise, all that good stuff. We out, my guys. Let's go. Let's get this cash, man.